Nike was a dying company, Adidas owned basketball, Converse owned the NBA. And the boardroom at Nike headquarters was in full panic mode. They had one last idea: bet everything on a 21-year-old rookie who had never played a single NBA game. No championships, no MVPs, no global fame. Just a kid from North Carolina who did not even want to be in their building. Jordan wanted Adidas, always had. His parents literally forced him into that meeting. Nike offered him $2.5 million over 5 years, but buried inside that contract, one sentence, one clause that most people in that room completely ignored: royalties, a percentage of every Air Jordan shoe ever sold. That one sentence is now worth more than most athletes will earn across 10 lifetimes, because today, 40 years later, Michael Jordan earns more from Nike annually than he made during his entire 15-year NBA career combined. 6 championships, 5 MVPs, the greatest basketball career in history. Nike still pays him more than all of it, every year, while he sleeps. In this video, we are breaking down exactly how Michael Jordan built the most untouchable athlete wealth empire ever created, and why nobody has come close to replicating it. To truly understand this story, you have to go back before the NBA, before the fame, before the logo. Jordan was 15 years old, sophomore year of high school. He walked into tryouts for the varsity basketball team full of confidence, and they cut him, sent him straight down to JV. He went home that afternoon and locked himself in his room. People close to Jordan say something changed inside him that day. Not doubt, not sadness, something colder. A rage that never fully switched off. He stopped wanting to be good. He started wanting to be impossible to ignore. Every practice after that carried a different energy. Every early morning workout in an empty gym. Every extra hour when everyone else had gone home. He was not chasing a roster spot anymore. He was settling a personal debt with anyone who ever doubted him. That obsession, cold, relentless, deeply personal, never left Michael Jordan. Not in college, not in the NBA, not in business. The billionaire you see today runs on the exact same fuel as that 15-year-old who got sent home from varsity tryouts. That is the part most people completely miss. Fast forward to 1985. The first Air Jordan drops, and the NBA bans it immediately. Too colorful, too rebellious, too different from everything else on the court. The league fined Jordan $5,000 every single game he wore them. Nike paid every fine without blinking. Then they filmed a commercial showing Jordan lacing up, while the words "banned by the NBA" flashed across the screen. That commercial did not just sell shoes, it made Air Jordans feel dangerous, illegal, like something you were not supposed to have. Kids across America went absolutely crazy. Year 1, projections, $3 million in sales. Actual number, over $100 million in 1 year. Nike executives walked around in stunned silence. Retailers sold out within hours of every restock. Lines wrapped around city blocks before dawn. And Jordan had not won a single championship yet. He was still just a rookie, with banned shoes and a personality that made the entire country stop and stare. Imagine what was coming. By the 1990s, Jordan brand had stopped being a product line. It had become a religion. The Jumpman logo was everywhere. And more importantly, it meant something beyond basketball. It meant excellence, aspiration, a standard most people could never reach, but desperately wanted to stand next to. And here is where Jordan separated himself from every athlete who came after him. He protected the myth. He did not flood every platform with content. He did not chase trends. He did not give access to everyone who asked. He said less, appeared less, and somehow became more powerful because of it. In luxury, scarcity is the product. When Jordan finally spoke, people leaned in. When Jordan finally appeared, it meant something. That calculated silence is one of the most underrated business decisions in sports history, and the numbers speak for themselves. Jordan brand today generates billions annually for Nike. Jordan collects royalties from every drop, every retro release, every collaboration that sells out in 30 seconds. There are teenagers buying Air Jordans right now, who were born after Jordan retired. Yeah, most athletes become nostalgia. Jordan became timeless. There is a massive difference between those two things, but Jordan was not finished building. In 2010, he made the move that completed his empire. He acquired a majority ownership stake in the Charlotte Hornets. The media laughed. Small market, struggling franchise, bad personnel decisions. The criticism was relentless. Jordan absorbed all of it because he was not buying a basketball team. He was buying an appreciating asset. At the exact moment, NBA franchise values were beginning to explode. Television rights were multiplying. Global streaming money was flooding in. International markets across Asia and Europe were opening to the NBA at full scale. Jordan saw all of it before it happened. He bought the Hornets for approximately $275 million. The franchise later valued at over $3 billion. While former teammates were spending their earnings on cars and jewelry, Jordan was quietly converting his wealth into ownership stakes that compounded in the background every single year. That is not luck. That is a completely different relationship with money. LeBron James is building a serious empire. Cristiano Ronaldo has global fame no athlete has ever matched. Lionel Messi changed an entire sport forever. But none of them have done what Jordan did, because Jordan did not just build a brand, he built a machine that operates completely without him. No posting required, no performances required, no relevance required. The Jumpman logo generates billions, while Jordan plays golf in North Carolina. That is the finish line every modern athlete is still trying to locate. Not just fame, not just money, not just championships, but a brand so powerful, yet so deeply embedded in global culture that it no longer needs the person behind it to survive. Only one athlete in history has truly crossed that line, Michael Jordan. And it all started in a conference room in 1984. A rookie who didn't even want to be there, sitting across from a company that was not dominating basketball, signing a deal for a shoe the world had never seen before. At the time, it looked like a gamble. Nike was taking a risk. Jordan was taking a risk. And nobody in that room fully understood that one royalty clause would change the business of sports forever. Then came the banned commercial. The NBA thought it was stopping a shoe. Instead, it created a movement. Suddenly, Air Jordans were not just sneakers. They were rebellion, confidence, status, a piece of greatness people could actually buy. And behind all of it was the same kid who had once been cut from varsity. That rejection never left him. Every game, every dunk, every championship, every commercial, it was all powered by the same message. You doubted me. Now watch this. 40 years later, that bet is still printing money every single day. Michael Jordan did not just become a billionaire, he rewrote the rules of what an athlete could build. LeBron James, Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Kevin Durant. Every modern superstar is still following the blueprint Jordan created. But none of them have matched the scale. None of them have matched the myth. Because Jordan was never just selling shoes. He was selling the version of yourself you wish you were. Fearless, untouchable, legendary, and the entire world bought it. If you love stories about wealth, power, luxury, and the hidden business moves behind the world's biggest icons, subscribe to Luxury Hanker, because the real luxury story is never just about what they own, it's about how they built it.